It is an unbelievable atmosphere at Miller Park. It's all the louder because the roof is closed, as are the outfield panels for this ball game. We are ready for baseball in Milwaukee. And for the play-by-play story once again, here's Bob Uecker.
All right, Jim, thank you very much. CC Sabathia, who is 0-2 lifetime against the Mets, will face Alfonso Soriano for Chicago. Soriano, Terrio, and then Derek Lee. Sabathia, 16-10 on the year. Here's the windup, and his opening pitch today is in there. Strike one called.
The game time temperature inside Miller Park is 71 degrees. The game time temperature outside Miller Park is 62.
One strike on Soriano. CC deals again, and Soriano had a cut, and he missed. Two quick strikes on the Cubs left fielder. 282 with 29 home runs and 75 runs batted in. Here's the windup, and the 0-2 pitch off the outside, and it's 1-2 now. Soriano with big time power. Sabathia in his career 0-2 against the Cubs, covering 3 previous starts. The 1-2 pitch, swing and a foul back, and it holds at a ball and 2 strikes. Sabathia here at Miller Park, 6-1 in his career. This season, since joining Milwaukee, Sabathia is 5-0. Here's the pitch. Swinging a pop-up. This is playable, I believe. Long run fielder. He's there, and he's got it with a basket catch to retire Soriano. Nice running play by Prince Fielder. And with one down, here is Ryan Terrio, the shortstop. Terrio in the series is 3 for 4. And the pitch by CC. Hit foul for a strike, 0-1. Right-handed batting shortstop, 306 with a home run and 38 runs batted in. From the windup, here it is. Bouncer, broken bat job, hit to Ray Durham, and he throws him out. 2 away. Now big Derek Lee, the Cub first baseman, played in the opener, did not play yesterday. It was Micah Hoffpower playing at first base. Lee with 20 home runs, 90 batted in, has hit safely in his last 10 games. CC Sabathia today wanted the ball, no problemo. Dale Swaim talked about that on his pregame show today. And the pitch to Lee, line to right. Come on, Corey, he's got it! Sliding catch by Corey Hart to take an extra base hit away from Derek Lee. 1, 2, 3 go the Cubs. At the end of 1/2 inning of play, brought to you by Kohl's. It is the Cubs nothing, and the Brewers coming up. Here is Mike Cameron to lead things off against Cub right-hander Angel Guzman. Activated from the 60-day disabled list on September 1st, deals swinging a smash to center, a base hit. Cameron took the first pitch and lined it right back through the middle. Here comes Ray Durham. Pitch down and away, and Cameron went right with it. Durham has faced Guzman on 3 previous trips and has a hit. Quick throw to first, and Cameron is back in time. Guzman today making his first start since May the 17th of 2007. He has pitched in relief. The pitch, it's in there on Durham, and it's 0-1. He's appeared in 5 previous games for the Cubs. Total of 7+ innings, 9 hits, 6 runs, all earned. Ray Durham waits. Here's the pitch. Low and off the outside corner, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Guzman. Tommy John surgery for him. 1 ball and 1 strike. Here it is. It's too low and off the outside. It's 2 balls and a strike. Guzman had that surgery during the offseason. Making his 6th appearance for the Cubs. Quick throw to first, and back in time is Mike Cameron. Guzman's last time out, 2 hitless innings, September 23rd against New York. That was a 6-2 Cub loss. The stretch, the pitch. Durham sends that one foul, and it's 2-2 on Ray. Two balls, 2 strikes. Guzman yet to win or lose. 7+ innings, 9 hits, 4 walks, 6 strikeouts. Here's the pitch. Durham bangs another one foul, and it's still 2-2. At New York, Florida game is underway now. They're in the 1st inning. Here's the stretch and the pitch. Durham bangs foul again. Mets hosting the Marlins now in the 2nd, 0-0. Two. Cameron, the runner at first. Durham waits. Here it is. Ray swings and misses. Strikeout for Guzman. And here comes Ryan Braun. Ryan Braun in the series is 1 for 5. Doubled and scored a run in yesterday's 7-3 loss. Braun against Guzman. Facing him for the first time. Here's the pitch to Ryan, and it's in there for a strike. 0-1. Inside corner, 94 on the radar gun. The Brewers are not getting any kind of a patsy today. This guy throws pretty well. See a lot of breaking stuff, pretty good curveball. 1 strike. Cameron leads. Throw over there, and he's back. Jammed up crowd again here today. One strike. You know the scenarios. A win and a Mets loss. The Brewers win the wild card. Here's the stretch. The pitch. Braun hit it foul through the legs of Henry Blanco. 2 strikes on Ryan Braun. Both clubs win. Brewers, Mets win. Playoff tomorrow night. 7:30. New York time. Guzman ready again. Checks Cameron. And delivers. Low and outside on Ryan Braun. Ball 1 and strike 2. Prince Fielder is due next. Fielder with a 17-game hitting streak. Right now, Braun against Guzman. Cameron 4-5 step lead at first. The stretch. Here it is. Braun strikes out swinging. Back to back for Guzman. And here is Prince Fielder. That was a sinking fastball out of the strike zone. Now Fielder, 277, sitting on 34 home runs and 102 batted in. Guzman ready. Here it is. Fielder, a swing and a miss. Big changeup that time, 0-1. Field and game conditions today presented by Fields Automotive. 62 degrees outside Miller Park. Winds out of the north, cooling things off. 1 strike to Fielder. Here's the pitch. That one is in there at the knees, 0-2. 81-mile-per-hour breaking ball. 2 men out following the leadoff single by Cameron. Fielder waits. Guzman sets. Here it is. Fielder a check swing, and that one got through the legs of Blanco. It'll be a wild pitch. And Cameron moves to second. One and 2. A reminder from Time Warner Cable, Roadrunner is your lightning fast, high-speed online connection to the internet. Guzman ready again. A check of Cameron and the pitch. Too high on Prince, and it's 2-2. This guy's running it up there pretty good. Another 94-mile-per-hour fastball. Cubs today, Soriano, Johnson, and Hoffpower left to right in the outfield. Played deep for Fielder, and the pitch. Swinging a foul to the upper deck. Cub infield, Ramirez, Terrio, Cedeno, and Lee, and Henry Blanco doing the catching. Giovanni Soto, who is definitely a candidate for Rookie of the Year honors, was removed from Game 1 by Lou Piniella. Haven't seen him since. Here's the pitch. Fielder a swing and a miss. Boy, a beautiful breaking ball down low and inside. And he strikes out the side. After the leadoff base hit, Brewers go quietly. 1 complete, brought to you by Kohl's. Cubs nothing, Brewers nothing. For those of you who are still trying to enter the parking areas here at Miller Park, there is no more parking at Miller Park. Your next best bet would be the State Fair parking lots. Is that right, Kent? Unless you have preferred parking here at Miller Park. Ramirez takes outside, ball 1. Baseball being brought to you in part by Badger Mutual Insurance. Make sure your home or business is properly protected. Ramirez, swing and a miss. Ball 1, strike 1 now on the Cub third baseman. Badger Mutual's been doing that since 1887. Ramirez, 287, 27 home runs, and 111 batted in. The pitch by Sabathia is too low, and it's 2 balls and a strike. Sabathia from the windup. And the pitch. Swinging a pop fly foul behind the Brewers dugout in that Florida-New York game. They're in the second. It's Scott Olson for the Marlins. Oliver Perez for the Mets. Still 0-0. New York batting in the second. Here's the windup by CC in the pitch. Lined foul to the seats and left. Two balls, 2 strikes. Well, the other big game over in the American League, Kansas City at Minnesota, and Cleveland playing in Chicago, and the Indians have taken a lead. Ramirez sends one foul on a Johnny Peralta home run, his 23rd. It's at least 1-0 Indians over Chicago. Minnesota, a 1/2 game lead over the White Sox. Here's the 2-2. Lined to left and dropping for a base hit. Ramirez with a leadoff single. Here comes Reed Johnson. Detroit 5-0 over Tampa Bay in the 5th. Blue Jays 3-0 over Baltimore on our Bank Mutual scoreboard. Lyle Overbay, his 15th home run. Vernon Wells, number 19. Yankees and the Red Sox are playing a split doubleheader today. Here's the pitch. Check swing. Did he go? I think he did. He did. That call made by the first base umpire, Jerry Meals. Texas, Anaheim, Oakland, Seattle. Game 1 in that Yankee-Boston split. Messina against Dice K. Here's the 0-1 delivery, and Johnson breaks his bat and pops it up to Ray Durham. And that takes care of Reed Johnson. 1 man out for Micah Hoffpower. Game 2 between the Yankees and the Red Sox. Sidney Poundsone against Tim Wakefield. Phillies, Nationals, 1 apiece, 4th inning. Sabathia for the left-handed batting Hoffpower, swinging a jam job right through the legs of Prince Fielder. And the Cubs have runners at the corners on an error charge to Fielder. It was a jam job fastball. He didn't hit it all that well, and it went right through the legs of Fielder. He put his glove down to grab it. It was about a knee-high hop. And it went right through him, and it's going to be an error. And here's Ronnie Cedeno. Cedeno in the series, 2 out of 5. Brewers playing for a double play ball. 1 out. The pitch. Cedeno, bouncer to JJ. There it is. Durham 1, relay. Not in time. Ronnie Cedeno beat the relay throw from Ray Durham. Ball wasn't hit all that hard. J.J. got rid of it in a hurry. So did Durham. But Cedeno outran the throw. Here's Henry Blanco. It's 1-0 Chicago. Sabathia flips one over there, and Cedeno's back. One to nothing, Chicago. CC ready. Henry Blanco swings and misses, and it's 0-1. One strike. Henry Blanco in the series, 2 out of 4. Batting .297. And the pitch, it's too low and it's even. 1 ball and 1 strike. Sabathia at 94 on that last fastball. Again, working on 3 days rest. From the stretch, he delivers. Blanco out in front again. Ball 1 and strike 2 now. Sabathia in his 35th start of the year. CC has worked 245 plus innings. Here's the 1-2. Check swing and a ball inside. 2-2. Last time out for Sabathia on Wednesday against Pittsburgh in a 4-2 win. Today, his 3rd start on 3 days rest. Ready and delivers. Bouncer back up the middle. There's Durham. Steps on second. And that takes care of the Chicago second inning. They get a run unearned on 1 hit and leave 1 stranded. And at the end of an inning and a half, brought to you by Kohl's, Cubs 1, Brewers nothing. The Brewers' second features J.J. Hardy, to be followed by Corey Hart and then Craig Counsell against Angel Guzman. Struck out the side in the first after a leadoff base hit. And he delivers a strike on the outside corner on Hardy. Potawatomi Bingo Casino contestant Brenda Burrows from Menominee Falls. $25 food and beverage certificate for being selected. 2 strikes now on an outside corner fastball. Chance to win $10,000 in our Potawatomi contest. Here's the windup by Guzman on the pitch. J.J. bounces foul to the Cub dugout. If the Brewers score 5 or more runs today, that 5th run is the Webb's Burger Run. Gets you 6 for 5 till midnight tomorrow at all George Webb restaurants. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Look out, J.J. off the inside corner with a bender. Breaking ball didn't have much break on it. Ball 1 and strike 2. Hardy, 284 with 24 home runs. And the pitch, low and away with a good fastball. That one at 95. I'm telling you, this guy is running it up there pretty good. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch. Low and away. 3-2. Figure anybody with a bad elbow needing Tommy John surgery would not be able to come back with any kind of big time velocity. But this guy's throwing hard. Tommy John surgery now is kind of a matter of fact thing. The pitch. J.J. bangs foul to the right field seats. That one at 96. Tommy John surgery years and years ago, when Tommy John first had it. It was very iffy, and you never knew if a player was going to be able to come back and pitch and throw with any kind of velocity, any kind of effectiveness or not. Tommy John did, though he was never a hard thrower. The pitch. JJ, a swing and a miss. He struck out 4 in a row. Now Corey Hart. Anytime you mess around with your elbow or the shoulder, you get in there and dig around and take things out and put things in, and you just never know. For some, it has worked wonders. Others, not so good. But sometimes pitchers change their style too. Forget about being a power guy and go to a finesse style. Here's a bunt attempt by Corey Hart, fouled back, 0-1. One to nothing Chicago. Hits are even, one apiece. The windup and the pitch. Corey sends one in the air to right center. Easy play, Reed Johnson. There are 2 men out, and Craig Counsell is the batter. Still a lot of Cub fans here today, but not nearly as many as we had for games 1 and 2. Cubs, of course, will play in the postseason. Central Division winners, along with the Philadelphia Phillies. The pitch, Counsell, a strike looking. The Dodgers have taken the West away from Arizona. Defending champion Colorado Rockies. Swinging a soft fly, right center, and caught by Cedeno. Nice running catch to complete. Brought to you by Kohl's. Cubs 1, Brewers nothing. Cubs 1, Brewers nothing. It's the Chicago third, and stepping into call now, here's Jim Powell.
All right, thank you, Bob. And Carlos Zambrano will pinch hit for Angel Guzman to open the third inning. Zambrano is an excellent hitter. There's a right-hander up in the bullpen. Here's the pitch by Sabathia. Strike on the outside corner. That's Chad Godin getting ready for the Cubs to work in the bottom of the third inning. Going to be a Johnny Holstaff day for Lou Piniella. He's going to run through a lot of different arms in that bullpen. Guzman was just the first. Brewers will be glad to see him out of the game. 0-1 pitch to Zambrano, waved at and missed. Zambrano hitting .341 with 4 home runs this year in 82 at-bats. Big right-handed batter. Sabathia rears back and fires, and it's off the plate outside. 89 miles per hour. 1 unearned run for Chicago on 1 hit. Brewers no runs, 1 hit.
Guzman threw 30 pitches, 22 were strikes, 3-0 and 2-2 for Angel Guzman.
Sabathia tries a 1-2 pitch. Swung on, missed. He struck him out. Climbed the ladder at 96 on the radar gun. And Guzman goes 2 innings. Gave the Brewers just that 1 hit, no runs. Retired the last 6 he saw, fanning 4. Alfonso Soriano batting next for Chicago. Fouled to fielder in the first. 0 for 5 in the series. Pitched by Sabathia off the plate outside. In New York, they are in the bottom of the third inning. No score. Marlins and Mets on our Bank Mutual scoreboard. Fastball is outside at 96 miles per hour. Soriano with 29 regular season home runs. I'm sure he's considered the added value of having a Nice smooth looking 3-0 on the back of his bubblegum card. 2-0 pitch, swung on and fouled back. 30 sounds so much better than 29. Not a seat to be had today. Parking spaces are all gone. All that's left now is food, cold beverages, and baseball. Sabathia kicks and lets it go. Breaking ball, strike called, inside corner. Big sweeping breaking pitch. He does not have the classic 12-6 big yellow hammer curveball. His is more like a cross between a curve and a slider, breaking violently down and in on right-handed batters. 2-2 pitch in the dirt and picked up by Jason Kendall. The ever-reliable Brewers catcher Jason Kendall. They wouldn't be in this position were it not for his exploits, for sure. 150 first games of 2008. He has started more games at catcher in 2008 than any catcher in the big leagues since 1982. Off the plate outside and a walk to Soriano. Sabathia with 1 strikeout and 1 walk in the early going. Pitch count at 33. We'll keep an eye on that, working on short rest for the 3rd consecutive start. Velocity seems good. Breaking pitch seems good. Kendall flashing signs. Ryan Theriot in the right-hand batter's box. Pitch by Sabathia. Fastball knee-high for a strike. Kendall starting for the 149th time in 2008. No catcher in the big leagues for any team has started that many games or more than that number since 1982 when Gary Carter did it with the Montreal Expos. Outside, it's 1 ball and 1 strike. A note from Mike Vassallo, the Brewers Director of Media Relations. Along with John Steinmiller and Ken Spindler, they do a fantastic job. It has been quite a challenging year for those guys. Good challenge. A lot of good things to talk about. 1-1 pitch. Fastball is high. Radar gun clicks at 95 miles per hour. Theriot's had a good year, on base percentage of .385. Excellent table setter. Good speed. Derek Lee on deck. 1-0 Chicago, top of the 3rd. Sabathia deals, swung out and fouled straight back. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Theriot. Mets have a runner aboard with 1 out in the 3rd. Still scoreless. Theriot settles back in that right-hand batter's box. Couple of flicks of the bat. He cocks it back. Here's the pitch by Sabathia. Swung on and fouled away. Fresh new baseball for CC Sabathia and a new set of baseballs for home plate umpire Bill Miller. Run out there by one of the bat boys. Theriot studying Sabathia. CC pitches, swinging a grounder over Sabathia up the middle. Durham has it, steps on the bag, throws to first. And it's a Charter Communications double play. 4 to 3, Durham does it himself. The ground ball led him right to the bag. It's a good thing that ball took a big high hop over CC. Not easy to get a ball over him. And had he touched that ball, stopped it, caught it, deflected it, there would have been no double play. Nothing doing for the Cubs in the 3rd. We go to the bottom half. Brewers Radio is presented by Kohl's. It's Chicago 1 and Milwaukee 0. Jason Kendall standing in there against Chad Godin. And the first pitch is a fastball right down the middle, strike 1. We're swinging at a lot of pitches that weren't strikes in the first 2 innings. Well, they ultimately were strikes. They weren't in the strike zone. That was against Guzman. Now it's Godin, swing and a miss, and it's 0-2. Kendall's average at .248 with 2 home runs and 49 driven in. He is the unsung hero of this club, without question. 0-2 pitch. Swinging a weak little ground ball poked to short. Charging Theriot throws on the run and gets him by a step and a half. 1 out. Now Sabathia will get a chance to swing the bat. Cubs leading the Brewers 1-0, bottom half of the third. Marlins now batting in the top of the fourth inning at Shea Stadium. Still a scoreless game. Sabathia looks at a strike. Oliver Perez against Scott Olson. Two lefties dueling at Shea. Godin with the 0-1 pitch. Way inside. Almost hit him. All the way back to the screen. Visit ytundra.com to find out why the Toyota Tundra is the 2008 Motor Trend Truck of the Year. The Toyota Tundra. A great way to keep moving forward. Sabathia waits. Godin pitches, and it's too low. Got to pitch carefully. This guy got a couple of home runs himself in 2008. One as a Brewer. Hitting a healthy .244 in a Brewers uniform. Mike Cameron on deck. 2-1 pitch. Swinging a ground ball pulled to the second baseman Cedeno. Easy play. Sabathia just trotting down the line. Is thrown out for the second out of the inning. Godin retires the first two he sees, and now Mike Cameron will take his time getting up there and let the big fella get on the bench for a moment. Cameron singled in the first inning. Finally got to second on a wild pitch, but was left stranded there. Three men behind him all fanned. Breaking ball on the outside corner for a strike. Godin pounding the corners here. Lets it fly again. Swinging a ground ball to short. That's a two-hopper for Theriot. Pats the glove and throws him out to end an easy 1-2-3 inning. 9 consecutive Brewers have been retired by Guzman and Godin. And at the end of 3 complete at Miller Park, Brewers Radio presented by Kohl's. It's Chicago 1 and Milwaukee 0. Top of the fourth inning at Miller Park. Derek Lee, Ramos Ramirez, Reed Johnson, all coming up here for Chicago against CC Sabathia. 1-0 the Cubs leading. They go to the bottom of the fourth inning at Shea Stadium. Still no score. Marlins fail to score in their half. Outside from Sabathia. Lee had an extra base hit taken away by Corey Hart in the first inning. Fine play. Going down to the ground to take away a slicing line drive. Lee with a 10-game hitting streak. Swinging a foul back. There's no doubt the Cubs are the best team in the National League. And for the most part, they've got their regulars in there today. The advantage that the Brewers have by virtue of the early clinch by the Cubs in the National League Central comes on the pitching side from the Cubs standpoint. 1-1 pitch. Breaking ball, a check swing on a big sweeping breaking pitch, and he went around according to first base umpire Jerry Meals. A ball and 2 strikes. And it's got to be to the Brewers' advantage that they're going to see about 6 or 7 different pitchers today instead of one frontline starter. Fastball is up and in. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Lefty Neil Kotz apparently will be the next one into the fray for Lou Piniella. He's loosening up right now. They're going to have the lefty turn Ray Durham around to his weaker side, and will also face Prince Fielder in the bottom of the fourth inning. 2-2. Check swing on a ball inside. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Sabathia's pitch count at 44. The payoff pitch is in the air. Swinging a drive foul into the Lowe's level right side. Only run of the game coming in the second. Costly error by Prince Fielder. Hopefully he'll have a big fat redeemer later in this game. With a couple of men on base. Weak ground ball poked to short. Easy play. Hardy lobs across, 1 out. Every time you retire Derek Lee, you wipe your forehead. Now Aramis Ramirez. He's another mop your brow guy. Ramirez seems to love Brewers pitching. He seems to love all pitching. One of the best all-around third basemen in either league. 288 average, 27 home runs, 111 RBIs. Sabathia starts him with a fastball, 2 high, ball 1. Giovanni Soto and Mark DeRosa both nicked up and not in there playing today. 1-0 is off the plate inside, 2 balls and no strikes. Reed Johnson in the on-deck circle for Chicago. Sabathia kicks and fires, swinging a ground ball third base side and foul into the Cubs dugout. In fact, we're going to do a roll call down there. All the Cubs want to do today is get out of here healthy, be ready for Wednesday. We'd like to know against whom they will play. They'll find out soon enough. 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss through the fastball right past him at 96 miles per hour. Big violent uppercut swing by Ramirez. Of course, you know, because of the rivalry between the Brewers and the Cubs and their fans would love to knock the Brewers out of the playoffs. If they don't, hey, no big deal. They play free and easy today. 2-2 pitch. Swung on and fouled back. Trying to catch up to a 96 mile per hour fastball. He fouled it straight back, which means he had it timed perfectly. Just missed it. Sabathia up over 50 pitches. Reaches into the glove. Chucks the 2-2, and it's off the plate outside at 98 miles per hour. This 3-day rest thing doesn't seem to have sapped any of CC's velocity. Ramirez waiting with an open stance, and the payoff pitch swung on and foul tipped. Mason Kendall could not hold on. 1-0 Cubs, top of the 4th. The Mets fail to score in the bottom of the 4th inning at Shea Stadium. They go to the 5th. 0-0. Mets have 2 hits. Marlins have 1. Another 3-2 pitch. In the dirt. Check swing. Did he go? He did. And that's a strikeout of Ramirez. That call made by home plate umpire Bill Miller himself. So after challenging him with fastball after fastball, he finally went off speed with a breaking pitch, and Ramirez couldn't check his swing in time. 2 strikeouts, 1 walk for Sabathia. Reed Johnson popped to second his first time. Fastball strike on the outside corner. Swing and a miss. 0-2 on Reed Johnson. 305 average. Solid role player. Over 300 at bats for Reed Johnson in 2008. Another good on base percentage guy at 360. 0-2 on Johnson. And here comes Sabathia. Low and outside. White Sox 3, Cleveland 1, top of the 4th. White Sox a half game behind the Twins in the Central. Chicago may have to play a makeup game tomorrow. 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Came in on his fists and struck him out. Sabathia with a razor-sharp 1-2-3 fourth inning as he dismisses the heart of the Chicago order. Nothing doing for the Cubs. We go to the bottom of the fourth. Brewers Radio presented by Kohl's. Cubs 1, Brewers nothing. Bottom of the fourth inning at Miller Park. Ray Durham bats right against the new lefty Neil Kotz. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Kotz facing Durham, Braun, and Fielder. Fastball is high and outside. 2 balls and no strikes. One of the good things about the way this sets up for the Brewers is that if Lou Piniella's got to go through 6 or 7 pitchers, you got to figure sooner or later somebody will be having a bad day. Make some mistakes, you can hit. Swinging a foul back this way and out of play. You get one hot starter out there is going to go 7, 8, 9 innings, and you're in trouble. It's hard to reverse that. Cubs are going to go through a lot of different arms before this game is over. Surely somebody is going to be having a bad day. 2-1 pitch on the inside corner for a strike. Durham didn't care for that call by Bill Miller. Twins 1, Royals nothing. They're in the top of the third at the Metrodome. If needed, the White Sox will play the Tigers tomorrow to make up a postponed regular season game. 2-2 pitch, swung on, missed, threw the fastball past him. Kotz fans Durham, who has struck out both times up. Brewers have only 1 hit and only 1 base runner. Cubs have retired now 10 in a row as Ryan Braun strides to the right-hand batter's box, confident as always. Unshakable confidence for last year's National League Rookie of the Year, despite the fact that he has struggled in September. Swings and hits one in the air to left, breaking in a step. Soriano, now he's back 4 or 5, and he has it short of the warning track. 2 down. That'll bring up Prince Fielder. Without Fielder, the Brewers would not still have a pulse right now. He has pretty much single-handedly kept the Brewers in the race. Touch of irony in that it was his error that led to the unearned run. That's the only tally of the game by either team today. Fastball strike inside corner.
Warming up in the Cubs bullpen, number 22, Kevin Hart. 22 Hart.
Kevin Hart, a right-hander, loosening next for Lou Piniella. Off the plate outside. Fielder's had some luck against Kotz. He's homered against him. He's doubled against him. Yesterday he picked up an RBI single off the glove of the shortstop. Nonetheless, a base hit, so he's 3 for 3 in his career against Kotz. 1-1 pitch, swung on and fouled away. Marlins fail to score, top of the 5th. They go to the bottom half of the 5th inning. Marlins nothing, Mets nothing. Florida with only 1 hit against Oliver Perez. Mets have 2 off Scott Olsen. Just missed the outside corner to even the count here on Fielder. Cubs 1, Brewers nothing, bottom of the 4th. Lefty against lefty. Kotz deals, swinging a fly ball foul over the third base dugout. Neil Kotz in his 50th game, 0-2 record, 4.41 ERA. Given up 7 home runs in 35 innings. A lot of strikeouts though. 2-2 pitch, swung on, missed. There's another one. Strikes out 2 of the 3 he sees. The last 12 Brewers have been retired in meek order. And at the end of 4 complete, Brewers Radio presented by Kohl's. Cubs 1, Brewers nothing. Cubs 1, Brewers nothing, top of the 5th inning at Miller Park. And once again, here's Bob Uecker.
All right, Jim, thank you very much. And it is going to be Micah Hoffpower to lead things off against Sabathia. Cedeno follows, and then Henry Blanco. 1-0 Chicago. Here's CC's opening pitch. It's a low outside bender, and it's 1 ball and no strikes. Brewers chairman and principal owner Mark Attanasio celebrating, I should say, a birthday today here at the ballpark. Wife Debbie and family are also in attendance. 2-0 now from Sabathia. What greater present than a win here today? And a wild card berth. 2 balls, no strikes. And the pitch. Half swing strike, 2-1. That would be his best birthday present of all. 2 balls and a strike. Mets, Marlins, still 0-0. That's a strike. Sabathia right back with a hook. 2-2 now on Hoffpower. He reached on an error back in the second. Aramis Ramirez, who led off that inning with a base hit, was moved to third and then scored on Cedeno's ground out. Strike 3 looking. And before Cedeno bats, 10 for identification. This is the Brewers Radio Network.
News, weather, traffic, sports, and Brewers 360 on Wisconsin's Morning News. Tomorrow morning on News Radio 620 WTMJ, Milwaukee.
Cedeno now the only run batted in the game. CC delivers and Cedeno looks at a strike. Mets in that game against Florida have 2 hits. The Marlins have but 1 against Oliver Perez. Scott Olson against Oliver Perez. 1 strike. Here comes Sabathia. Lined foul to the right field seats. 2 strikes. Baseball brought to you in part by Huizinger's Great Tasting Sausage. Don't settle for less. Stop in at your local grocer. Check them all out. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Cedeno popped it up. Durham backpedaling and makes the grab. 2 down for Henry Blanco. If you've got a favorite, pick up a little extra. Brats, hot dogs, chorizos, nice tasting Italians. Don't forget the Polish. Little kraut, crisp kraut, Silver Spring beer and brat mustard. Here is the pitch to Henry Blanco, and it's outside, getting by Kendall, ball 1. Two men are out, 1-0 Chicago. There have been a total of 2 hits in this game, 1 apiece. Cameron's leadoff single in the first. That's too low, and it's 2-0. After that base hit, Guzman came back and struck out Durham, Braun, and Fielder. He struck out Hardy for his 4th in a row. He pitched 2 innings, allowed nothing on a hit. Did not walk a man and struck out 4. Blanco took high, 3-0. Three balls, no strikes on Henry Blanco. Here's the windup by CC. That's in there, and it's 3-1. Neil Kotz is the on-deck hitter for Chicago. Two men are out. Sabathia kicks high and delivers. Swinging a shot. Picked up by Hardy, and he throws him out. Tough play. J.J. handled it well. 3 up, 3 down, and at the end of 4 1/2, brought to you by Kohl's, Cubs 1, Brewers nothing. The Cubs have brought on a new pitcher and a new catcher. Coy Hill is now doing the catching for Chicago, and he's going to bat in the number 9 spot. And the new pitcher for Chicago is Kevin Hart, a right-hander. The line for Neil Kotz, he worked the 4th and retired the side in order. All right, here we go with J.J. Hardy to lead things off. Hardy, Hart, and Counsell, 1-0 Chicago. Bank Mutual scoreboard, Twins 2, Royals nothing in the 3rd. Here's the stretch and the opening pitch. J.J. took that one off the inside. 1 ball and no strikes. 5th inning, 1-0 Chicago. He's ready. And the pitch. That's a strike on a bender. Overhand curveball from Kevin Hart. 1-1. New sign from Coy Hill. And the pitch. That drops a little bit low. Two balls out of strike. The right-hander ready again. And here it is to JJ, and he taps it foul. 2-2 now on the Brewers shortstop. Well, the cheering you are hearing in the background, they have just posted a 1-0 Florida lead over New York in the 6th. Marlins are still batting. 2-2 on Hardy. Here's the pitch. JJ, a bouncer to short. Gobbled up by Terrio, and he throws him out. Well, if the Mets lose and the Brewers win this game, it would be over. 2 losses, a playoff in New York. We won't even think about that. Let's think about winning here and forget about the trip to New York. 1 man out, Corey Hart, the batter, and the pitch. It's in there, strike 1. Kevin Hart against Corey Hart. Corey in the series, 2 out of 9. Here's the stretch and the pitch. Swing and a miss. They have foul tipped that ball. 2 strikes and nothing on Corey Hart. Counsell to follow. Cubs with a hit. Brewers have a hit. That's been it. Here's the 0-2, a fastball high at the letters. Lou Piniella has used Angel Guzman to start the game. He worked 2 innings. Everybody else since. Godin, Kotz, and now Hart. Here's the 1-2, and it's off the inside, 2-2. See what he does with Hart, but Godin and Kotz both worked an inning. Kotz with a couple of strikeouts. For the Brewers, it's been Sabathia all the way. 2-2 on Corey Hart. Here's the pitch to him. Swing and a miss. Seven strikeouts against Brewer batters today. Here's Counsell. Counsell popped up his first time. 5th inning, Cubs lead. Marlins still batting in the 6th, leading 1-0 over New York. Here's the pitch. It's too high on Craig Counsell. 1 ball and no strikes. Cubs bullpen quiet. Nothing doing for Milwaukee. It's going to be Sabathia again. He has pitched a dandy here today. Unearned run in the second. Here's the 1-0, and Counsell took one good for a strike. Bill Miller is calling the balls and strikes today. Jerry Meals at first. Gary Darling, who's the crew chief, works out at second, and Paul Emmel makes the calls at third. 1 ball and 1 strike. The right-hander ready again. And the pitch. Counsell, soft little pop fly behind second. Caught by Theriot to end the inning. 3 up and 3 down. And at the end of 5, brought to you by Kohl's. Cubs 1, Brewers nothing. The Cubs half of inning number 6. Coy Hill is going to be the batter, followed by Soriano and then Ryan Theriot. 1-0 Chicago on only 1 hit. All right, Coy Hill in there, and the opening pitch by Sabathia is a little bit outside. Ball 1. Baseball brought to you in part by the Miller Brewing Company. During the game, reach for a great tasting original Miller Lite. Great taste, less filling. CC coming back. Check swing, and I think he did. May have been a good pitch anyway. 1 ball and 1 strike. Jammed up house here at Miller Park. Here's the pitch. It's inside, and it's 2 balls and a strike. 45,288 yesterday. 5th largest crowd in Miller Park history. Could be better than that today. Here's the 2-1 offering, and it's a swing and a miss. Coy Hill batting 105 without a home run and 1 driven in. Late season call-up by the Cubs. He's a former Dodger, former Arizona Diamondback. Sabathia coming back 2-2. A little bit low off the inside corner, and it's full now, 3-2. Outfield for Coy Hill, about straight away and not too deep. Sabathia, a little extra time. Now the sign from Kendall. Cranks it up. Here it is. Hey! Struck him out looking. And Coy Hill is gone. And to the top of the order now in Alfonso Soriano. Soriano today has fouled out and walked. Cubs' big banging left fielder. Career high 45 home runs a couple of years ago with Washington, takes a strike. 45 home runs he hit that year. He stole 40 bases. Always been a big power hitter. 1 strike. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2 now on Soriano. Florida Marlins picking up 1 more on a bases loaded walk. 2-0 Marlins. Brewers have to get it done here. Here's the pitch. It's a little bit inside, and it's 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. Still got to get the job done here. Marlins still batting, bases loaded. Only 1 out, 6th inning. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Soriano sends it to right. Easy play. Corey Hart coming on. He's got it. 2 men are out. 2-0 Florida. Still batting, 6th inning. Bases loaded and only 1 out. Here's Ryan Theriot, the shortstop. the pitch by Sabathia. Line to center. That's going to drop for a base hit. Two-out single. Marlins took the first game in that series. The Mets won yesterday behind Johan Santana. Mets shut out the Marlins in yesterday's game. All right, Derek Lee is in there now. He has lined to right and bounced to short. Two down. Sabathia ready and delivers. It's in there on the outside corner. 0-1. Cubs 1, Brewers nothing in the 6th. CC deals again too high on on Derek Lee at 94 miles per hour. Sabathia has reached 98 today. That was his top fastball. Couple of innings back. The stretch for the 1-1 pitch, here it is. Off the outside corner with a changeup, and it's 2-1. Terrio at first, 2 men out. Only the second hit in the game for the Cubs. Brewers have only one. Way back in the first. Leadoff single by Cameron. CC flips one to first, and Terrio is back. Brewers offense yesterday managed only 5 hits, 3 runs. They had 9 in the opening game of this series. Been a little lean since then. Swing and a miss. 2-2 on Lee. Huge crowd standing. They're doing everything they can for sure. 2-2 with 2 outs. Terrio leads at first. Sabathia ready. Here it is, and he missed the outside corner. Ball 3 and strike 2 now. The outfield for Derek Lee. They play him to hit to right. Big gap left center. Corey Hart about 80 feet off the line in right. Cameron deep in right center. Kendall the sign. Here it is. A swing and a fly ball. Shallow right for Durham. Waiting, catching. And the inning is over. Sabathia works through the 6th. 5 1/2 complete. Brought to you by Kohl's. Cubs 1, Brewers nothing. Well, the Marlins are doing their part, thus far anyway, in New York, leading 2-0. Another great crowd here today, 3rd largest in Miller Park history. Kendall sends the opening pitch into shallow right. Hoffpower is there. Micah grabs that one. Kendall retired. Now Sabathia.
Number 45, Sean Marshall. 45, Marshall.
Left-hander Sean Marshall is up in the Cubs bullpen. Sabathia will get a nice hand for sure. Pitched an outstanding game, trailing 1-0. Kevin Hart is ready and delivers. Sabathia cracks that one foul, strike 1. Luxair home run inning. Our contestant today, Stephen Weigerling, from Sheboygan, $600 in the jackpot. Bill Hall is the pick. Not in the lineup today, but a home run worth $600. Here is the 0-1 delivery, and Sabathia on a check swing. I think he held, and he did. 1 ball, 1 strike, $45,299. Yesterday, $45,288. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here it is. CC out in front of a changeup and a beauty. Had a big cut and he missed. Ball 1 and strike 2. Here's the pitch. Swinging a drive to right. Stay fair. It is hooking foul. He got enough. He got out in front of it, and it hooked foul on him. Just missed the pole. One and 2 on Sabathia. He has a home run on the year. Here's the pitch. Swinging a bouncer back to Kevin Hart. He's got that and throws out CC. Two up, 2 down. To the top of the order now in Mike Cameron, who has the only hit in the game for the Crew. Leadoff single way back in the first. Cubs got their run in the second. Run scoring ground out by Ronnie Cedeno. Now the pitch to Cammy. It's a little bit low and outside, and it's 1 ball and no strikes. Marlins 2, Mets nothing. New York batting in the 6th. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Low and away, and it's ball 2. Ray Durham due next. Cameron bounced out his second time up. Cammy now 3 out of 7 in the series. 2-0. Ooh, a breaking ball in there at the knees for a strike, and it's 2-1. Couldn't pull the trigger on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Cameron, 25 home runs on the year. The pitch to him. Swinging a bouncer wide of third, but gobbled up by Ramirez on the throw in time to end the inning. Another 3 up, 3 down inning. To the 7th we go. Cubs 1, Brewers nothing. Well, the 7th inning is on. It's still 1-0 Chicago, and stepping in and call it for you now, here's Jim Powell.
All right, thank you, Bob. Aramis Ramirez will lead it off against CC Sabathia. Mets trailing the Marlins 2-0 bottom of the 6th, and now Carlos Beltran has just connected for a 2-run home run to tie that game. Just as I was giving the score, Beltran jerked a 2-run home run. Only the 3rd hit for New York off Scott Olsen. So it's 2-2 Mets and Marlins, bottom of the 6th. Ramirez leads it off against Sabathia. The pitch is a fastball lined up the middle, a base hit toward left center. Cameron racing over to cut it off. He'll hold Ramirez at first with a single. That'll bring up Reed Johnson. This game broadcast brought to you by Quick Trip Convenience Stores, featuring Cafe Karuba coffees, cappuccino, and hot chocolate. Coffee House coffee without the coffee house price. The Brewers have been 1 hit by Johnny Holstaff today. Guzman, Godin, Kotz, and Hart. There's a lefty loosening for Chicago now. Swinging a 1-hopper to third. Counsell goes to Durham. There's one. On to first for the double play. Around the horn, 5-4 to 3. Another Charter Communications double play. For the best double play on high-speed internet and home telephone service, visit charter.com. Micah Hoffpower will bat next against Sabathia. Lefty against lefty. The southpaw in the Cubs bullpen is Sean Marshall. Getting ready for the bottom of the 7th, apparently. Sabathia deals. Hoffpower looks at a curveball strike. White Sox 3, Indians 1, bottom of the 6th. Twins 2, Royals nothing, top of the 5th on our Bank Mutual scoreboard. 0-1. Breaking ball swung on and fouled away. With that sideways lean to the breaking pitch of Sabathia, it is almost impossible for left-handed batters to hit that. Unless he makes a mistake, which he doesn't make many. Oh-2 pitch. Breaking ball hit high in the air to center. Routine fly ball to center. Cameron waiting. He's got it to end the inning. 1 hit, no runs, nobody left. We go to the bottom half of the 7th. Brewers Radio is presented by Kohl's. Time to get up and stretch them out, folks. Your score: Chicago 1, Milwaukee nothing. Well, the Brewers obviously in desperate need of a big inning here. Mike Cameron led off the game for the Brewers with a sharp single to center. And the Brewers have not had a base runner since then. 18 consecutive Brewers have been retired by Cubs pitching. Changes for Chicago. Sean Marshall is the new pitcher. And we have a new Cubs third baseman. That's Casey McGee. So Ramos Ramirez is done. So over the course of the game, Lou Piniella changing pitchers and slowly removing some key regulars. His team has the lead 1-0. Brewers will try and change that here in the 7th with Durham, Braun, and Fielder coming up against the lefty Marshall. Angel Guzman, 2 innings of 1-hit shutout baseball. Chad Godin worked an inning. Neil Kotz 1 frame. Kevin Hart 2 scoreless innings. Durham has struck out both times up. Switch hitter bats right against the lefty. Marshall 3-5 with a 3.74 ERA, 33 games, 7 starts, 1 save. 9 home runs allowed in 65 innings. First pitch a strike, 0-1. McGee is batting 8th now in the Chicago lineup. High and outside, 1 ball and 1 strike. Well, the pitcher spot is now the cleanup spot for Chicago. The 10th man trying to get the boys going here. Marshall winds and pitches. Breaking ball missed inside. Top of the 7th at Shea. Mets 2, Marlins 2. 2-1 delivery. Hit off the end of the bat, foul over by the Brewers on deck circle. Durham has only had 10 at bats right-handed. He has 3 hits. There's no let him bat from this side too often. A lot less power from this side and a lower batting average normally. Swung on and fouled back into the Lowe's level. Durham getting the start at second base today. He's had a bad hamstring here lately. You get this kind of an atmosphere and this sort of a ball game, that kind of cures all your ills. Adrenaline takes over. Worry about your soreness after the game. Swinging a drive to the gap in right center. Johnson on the run. Won't get there. Base hit. Splits the outfield. Durham to second and holding. Leadoff double, Ray Durham. Finally something to holler about here at Miller Park. You can cut the tension here with a knife. Ryan Braun heading up there. He's the beneficiary of being sandwiched between Durham and Fielder. Braun has torched lefties throughout his brief major league career. Tying run in scoring position with nobody out. Marshall working from the stretch. His pitch. Inside corner strike. Michael Wirtz gets up in the bullpen for the Cubs. Prince Fielder on deck. Marshall deals, swinging a fly ball foul right side out of play. Marlins have 1 on, 1 out, top of the 7th. Many in the crowd standing and roaring. Marshall with the 0-2 pitch in the dirt and stopped by Hill. Braun has struck out and lined to left. 36 home runs, 104 RBIs for Ryan Braun. He's been one of the most prolific home run hitters in the history of baseball in his first 2 seasons. 1-2 pitch. Breaking ball just missed inside. Only 4 major leaguers ever in the history of the game have hit more home runs in their first 2 seasons than Ryan Braun. The names on that list are unbelievable. Joe DiMaggio, Ralph Kiner, Eddie Matthews, Albert Pujols, and then Ryan Braun. Braun has hit 70. DiMaggio 75. Best ever. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Braun. Right-hand batter waits. Marshall pitches, swinging a ground ball third base side right along the chalk. Fair ball fielded on the backhand side by McGee. Throw to first for the out. Throw back to third late. And the tying run gets to third with 1 out. McGee had no chance to look the runner back. He picked it on the backhand side right along the chalk. Ruled fair immediately by Paul Emmel. Threw across to get Braun. Ray Durham timed it, took off for third, and made it uncontested. Well, they threw over there, but it wasn't a close play. And now Hill out there to talk with Marshall. It'll be lefty against lefty here, and then a pretty good chance we'll see Michael Wirtz against J.J. Hardy. They could walk Fielder, who has done a tremendous amount of damage against the Cubs in the last week and a half. Lou Piniella knows exactly how hot Prince Fielder is. They will bring the infield in. Durham with excellent speed at third. Looks like they'll pitch to Fielder. Lefty against lefty, and the pitch. Breaking ball, low and outside, ball 1. Pitching to him is one thing, throwing him strikes may be another. Sean Marshall against Prince Fielder. He's ready, and here it is. Inside, 2-0. Fielder is 2 for 7 in his career against Marshall with 2 doubles and 3 RBIs. And now with a count of 2-0, they're going to intentionally walk Fielder. They thought they'd see if Prince might be kind enough to get himself out, which he wasn't. And now they'll walk him. This is textbook baseball. There's ball 4 intentionally outside, and now they'll go righty-righty on Hardy. U.S. Cellular call to the bullpen has been made by Lou Piniella. U.S. Cellular is the exclusive wireless provider of the Milwaukee Brewers. Will step out in the bottom of the 7th. 1st and 3rd for the Brewers with 1 out. It'll be Wirtz against Hardy with your score Cubs 1, Brewers nothing. So the Brewers with runners at 1st and 3rd. The tying run at 3rd. The go-ahead run at 1st. 1 man out in the 7th. It's Michael Wirtz. 6'3" right-hander. 29 years old. Wirtz with a 1-1 record, 3.68 ERA, and 44 innings of work this year. He's not a big strikeout guy. Cubs will be looking for a ground ball they can turn over to get out of this thing. Marlins have the go-ahead run at 2nd with 2 out in the top of the 7th. Jorge Cantu facing Brian Stokes, trying to put the Marlins back in front. Brewers have their own worries here. JJ has struck out and grounded to short. 1 for 9 in the series. He's due. Righty against righty. The pitch. Off the plate outside. Ball 1. JJ is 2 for 12 in his career against Michael Wirtz. 1 for 3 this year against him. 1-0 pitch on the way is downstairs. Hitters count for Hardy. Durham takes his lead in foul ground at 3rd. Fielder short lead at 1st. 2-0 pitch. Low and outside. 3 balls and no strikes. Nobody loosening behind Wirtz in the bullpen. Corey Hart waiting to bat next. 1-0 Cubs, bottom of the 7th. Hardy waiting on a 3-0 pitch. And here it is. Outside, ball 4. And they're loaded for Corey Hart. Fielder trots to 2nd. Larry Rothschild, the pitching coach, heading out there to talk with Michael Wirtz. Wirtz is the 6th Cubs pitcher this afternoon. Let's pause here 10 seconds to allow our local stations to identify themselves. This is the Brewers Radio Network.
News, weather, traffic, sports, and Brewers 360 on Wisconsin's Morning News. Tomorrow morning on News Radio 620 WTMJ, Milwaukee.
Along with Bob Uecker and Kent Sommerfeld, Jim Powell with you, Miller Park in Milwaukee. The fans involved in the game for the first time this afternoon. Heavily partisan for the Brewers. There are Cubs fans here. Vast majority, however, Brewers fans. Standing ovation. Waiting for Hart with the bases loaded. The pitch. Swung on, missed. Strike 1. Corey is 0 for 2. He is 2 for 10 in the series. His batting average has dipped all the way to .268. 20 home runs, 91 RBIs. Counsell on deck. Bases loaded, 1 out, infield at double play depth. The pitch. Swung on, missed. The Marlins failed to score in the top of the 7th. Mets coming up in the bottom half, 2-2 in New York. Brewer on every base. Wirtz to Hart. Swung on, missed. He struck him out. Two down. Jeff Samardzija loosening for the Cubs in the bullpen, but now it'll be Michael Wirtz against Craig Counsell with the bases loaded and 2 out. The last 2 pitches that Corey chased were nowhere close to the plate. Sliders that started off the plate and dipped down and away further still. See if Counsell can pick up Hart. The pitch, swing and a miss. Craig Counsell 2 for 6 in his career against Wirtz. 0 for 1 this year. Although he has walked 1 time against Wirtz this year and 3 times total in 9 plate appearances. Anything at all. 0-1 pitch. Too low. Durham at third base carrying the tying run. Fielder at second with the go-ahead run. J.J. Hardy at first. A double and 2 walks in the inning. 2 men out. 1-1 pitch. Downstairs, 2 balls and a strike. Works to the rosin bag. Veteran Counsell, hometown boy, chance to make real good. Counsell holds the bat high. 2-1 pitch. Too high. 3-1. Fans trying to make that plate smaller and smaller for Michael Wirtz. Counsell takes the bat, taps the front 2 edges of the plate. He's ready. Here comes Wirtz with a 3-1. Inside, ball 4, and the game is tied. The furious Wirtz slams the rosin bag down. 1-1 game. Bases remain loaded with 2 out. Piniella will stick with Wirtz against Jason Kendall. On deck circle vacant. The stretch, the pitch, breaking ball, strike on the inside corner. And now CC Sabathia is pulling on batting gloves in the on deck circle. Wirtz against Kendall. 0-1 pitch. Check swing and a ball in the dirt. Stopped by Hill. Kendall is 2 for 6 against Michael Wirtz with 2 doubles. Oh for 2 this year against him. Samardzija is ready in the pen. One and one on Kendall. The pitch. Swinging a line drive. 1 bounce to short. Terrio goes to Cedeno to end the inning. Brewers get a bases loaded walk from Craig Counsell to tie the game, and they strand 3. Brewers Radio is presented by Kohl's at the end of 7. Brewers 1, Cubs 1. And so we've played 161 games and 7 innings, and nothing has been decided. Mets tied in the bottom of the 7th at Shea. Brewers and Cubs tied at 1 in the top of the 8th here at Miller Park. And to give us, hopefully, a very exciting finish. Once again, here's Bob Uecker.
All right, Jim, thank you very much. And it is going to be Ronnie Cedeno, who has knocked in the only Cub run. That happened back in the 2nd, to lead things off. McGee next, and then Coy Hill against Sabathia. A run on 3 hits for Chicago, a run on 2 for the Crew. Here it is. Cedeno bunts foul near the Brewers dugout. And it's 0-1. 7th inning, 2 apiece in New York on Carlos Beltran's 27th home run. 1 strike. Cedeno, 270 with a pair of home runs. CC deals off the outside at 93 miles per hour. White Sox, big game for Chicago, leading 3-1 in the 7th. On our Bank Mutual scoreboard, the pitch. Cedeno bangs one to right, foul territory. It's going to make the seats in the first row. Ball 1 and strike 2. Twins 2, Kansas City nothing. That game in the 6th. Duckworth against Scott Baker. Must win for the White Sox. Twins, boy, what a battle that's been. Last month or so, it's been the Twins and the White Sox. Here's the 1-2. Bouncer hit foul past Counsell at third. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Vernon Wells with a couple of home runs today for the Blue Jays, numbers 19 and 20. Lyle Overbay has hit one. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Sabathia deals, swing and a miss. He struck him out. 6 strikeouts for Sabathia. Casey McGee is in there now. McGee batting for the first time today. Here's the windup and the pitch. It's off the outside corner, ball 1. Tampa Bay trying to finish up today on a winning note. 7-5, they lead over Detroit in the 9th. Swing and a miss. 1 ball and 1 strike. Marlins, Mets, 2-2, top half of inning number 8. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Swinging a drive, foul. They're doing the same thing in New York that the folks are doing here at Miller Park. That Brewer Cub game on the scoreboard in Shea Stadium is being closely watched. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here comes Sabathia. Hey! Struck him out looking. 2 down on an outside corner curveball. Now it's Coy Hill, a strikeout victim his first time. He batted back in the 6th, and Sabathia struck him out looking. Baseball being brought to you in part by West Bend. Today, the Silver Lining saluting Houseman Johnson Insurance in Milwaukee. Sabathia winds and delivers. It's in there on the outside corner, and it's 0-1. Sabathia in his 8th inning of work today on 3 days rest again. What more can this guy do? Here's the 0-1 delivery, and it's off the outside at 96 miles per hour. Still running high octane. 1 ball, 1 strike. Coy Hill, right-handed batting Cubs catcher. Here comes CC. Swinging a bouncer, foul past Counsell. Ball 1 and strike 2. Soriano is due next. Brewers' 8th inning shows the pitcher's spot. Then Cameron and Durham. Jeff Samardzija is up for Chicago. CC Sabathia, here it is. Bouncer back to CC with a bare-handed grab. He has it and throws out Coy Hill. How about that guy, folks? 1 hopper hit right back at him. He reached out with that big paw, snapped that up, and then casually threw out Coy Hill. 3 up, 3 down. after 7 1/2, brought to you by Kohl's. Cubs won, Brewers won. Well, in that New York-Florida game, former Brewer Wes Helms, the caveman, has just homered to give the Marlins a 3-2 lead. Wes Helms. CC Sabathia against Howery outside a ball. Well, he's done everything else. Why not hit 2? Sabathia today has gone out twice to Cedeno at second. Howery deals. Sabathia had a home run cut and he missed. He's trying. Wes Helms has given Florida a lead. 1 ball and 1 strike. Here it is. Sabathia missed, and it's 1-2. Cameron due next, then Ray Durham. Boy, what a couple of games to decide this wild card. Florida, New York, Cubs, Brewers. Sabathia took it outside, 2-2, and 2 games that are going right down to the wire. 44th sellout today, 45,299. Total attendance, 3,068,458. 2-2. Got him looking on the inside corner. Howery strikes out Sabathia. And it's Mike Cameron now, the top of the order. Bottom half of inning number 8. Cameron today has one of the 2 hits for the Crew. He opened the game with a base hit against Guzman. Hit the first pitch for a single to Sutter. That was it until a leadoff double by Durham in the 7th. Outside, ball 1 from Bob Howery. Marlins 3, Mets 2. Marlins on the hit column in that game, 6-3. Here's the pitch. Cameron lines a base hit to left. Soriano on the pickup, and the Brewers have the go-ahead run on. Sharp single to left by Cameron. Now Ray Durham, whose leadoff double produced a run in the 7th. Craig Counsell walked with the bases loaded, forcing in Durham to tie the game. That's where we are right now. 1 apiece, 8th inning, 1 on, 1 out. Durham in there from the left side against the right-hander Bob Howery. Here's the stretch. The pitch to Durham showing bunt. He missed that one, and it's strike 1. Casey McGee playing about even with the bag at third, and Durham was going to bunt one up along the third base line. Not for a sacrifice. He was bunting for a base hit. Ryan Braun due next. Outfield shading Durham to hit to right. He waits. The pitch out. Nothing moving. Cameron holding at first. Eddie Cedar standing right alongside Cameron, making sure he's got the signs from Garth Orge at third. Everybody standing. 8th inning, lead run aboard. The stretch by Howery. Here it is. Durham sends it to right. Way back. Caught on the warning track. Back to first is Cameron. He gave it a ride. Hoffpower caught it in front of the wall. If he pulls that ball another 10 to 15 feet, it's in that picnic area in right. Ryan Braun is going to be the batter now. Coy Hill out to talk with Howery. And in New York, Dan Uggla has just homered for the Marlins. It's 4-2 Florida. Oh, that guy's had a heck of a year, too. Dan Uggla, wow. All right, here we go with Ryan Braun. The pitch to him. Swing and a drive. Left center and deep. Get up. Get out of here. Gone for Ryan Braun. And they've got the lead. Wow, what a shot by Braun. It's his 37th of the year. With his 37th home run. And the Brewers have the lead at 3-1. And here's Prince Fielder. Howery ready from the stretch. Here it is. Fielder takes outside, ball one. Ryan Braun, who hit that grand slammer, the walk-off against the Pirates, has delivered again. Fielder, the pitch, swing and a miss. 1 ball and 1 strike now. 4-2 Florida. 3-1 Brewers. Wild card on the line. Howery ready again. Fielder swings and misses. Ball 1 and strike 2. Nothing doing in the Brewers bullpen. The stretch. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Fielder, a swing and a miss. Howery struck him out to win the inning. But the Brewers have the lead on Ryan Braun's 2-out, 2-run home run. To the 9th we go. The Brewers and the Chicago Cubs. Brought to you by Kohl's. Brewers 3, Cubs 1. Well, there wouldn't be anybody else out there but Sabathia to start the inning. Against Soriano, it's a strike, and it's 0-1. Sabathia has struck out 6 today. Soriano is 0 for 2. Here's the big man's 0-1 delivery. It's a little bit high at the letters, and it's even at a ball and a strike. What a day for Sabathia. Final game, season on the line. Here he is in the 9th, the 1-1 pitch. It's too low, and it's 2 balls and a strike. Solomon Torres is up in the Brewers bullpen. Tired? There is no word. Tired, not today. 2 balls and a strike. It's everybody. The pitch. It's outside. 3-1. Soriano, Terrio, and Lee, the meat of the Chicago order. Brewers 3, Cubs 1. Here's the pitch. It's hit in the air to left, not deep. There's Braun. One down. One away. Here's Terrio. He has bounced out twice and singled to center. Brewers 3 runs on 4 hits. Cubs 1 on 3 hits. Terrio swings and misses. 0-1. Derek Lee to follow. Marlins 4, Mets 2. 8th inning, New York batting. Here's the 0-1. Low and away, and it's ball 1 and strike 1 on Terrio. What a game. What a series. Final homestand down to 1 game. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a foul, and it's 1-2. Ball 1, strike 2, 1 out. Outfield shaded to right for Terrio. CC Sabathia now ready for his 115th pitch. Here it is. Little bit low, and it's 2-2. On 3 days rest. Sabathia looking comfortable. Little extra time. Now the sign. Now the 2-2. Little high. 3-2. Cubs not finished yet. They've won 97 games on the year. They've been in plenty of these. Down in the last inning. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Swinging a liner, base hit left center. Terrio will hold now as Cameron makes the pickup. And the Cubs are still alive. And here is Derek Lee representing the tying run now. Kendall out there talking with Sabathia. Jim Edmonds is in the on-deck circle for Chicago. Right now, it's Derek Lee. Sabathia, deep breath. He's thrown 117 pitches. You'd need a crane to get him out of here, a truck. He's not coming out of this one. The pitch, swing and a foul, 0-1. 96 miles per hour on that fastball. Dale Swaim would be in the fight of his life to take him out of this one now. 1 strike, 1 out. Lee waiting. Kendall sitting low and away. Here's the pitch. Check swing and a ball down low. 1-1. One out. Terrio aboard at first. Sabathia. New sign. Here's the pitch. Check, swing, strike. 1-2 on a change of pace. Everybody in this place is standing. 45,299. Sabathia sets. Here it is. is swinging a bouncer. Double play ball. JJ second. Relay. Double play. Hey, they win. Whoa, what a finish. CC Sabathia being mobbed by his teammates. He throws a 4-6-3 Charter Communications double play ball to big Derek Lee, and the Brewers have beaten Chicago. Wow, what a game. What a performance by Sabathia. Mobbed by his teammates, mobbed by the coaching staff. Here comes the rest of the bullpenners, and Sabathia now saluting this huge crowd, and they return the salute. Sabathia, with the season on the line, on 3 days rest, stops the Chicago Cubs. Final score, Brewers 3, Cubs 1.
CC, what does it feel like to have just pitched the Brewers into, at the very least, a playoff with the Mets, who are trailing the Marlins right now?
It feels good. You know, it was a big game. You know, we came out focused, ready to have fun, and it's you know, it's amazing.
Over 120 pitches. How much was it just adrenaline in those last final innings?
I think the whole game was just adrenaline. You know, I felt good the whole game. You know, I was throwing hard, felt pretty good, so I'm just excited.
What can you say about Ryan Braun coming through twice in this homestand to put this team in the position to continue on?
Ryan's a big-time player. You know, big-time guys like that step up when we need them, and, you know, he's right there for us. So, you know, you got to tip your cap to him.
If you have to go on 3 days rest again, think you can do it?
No doubt.